Hello there! Welcome, guys, to the January 2025 Letterboxd review. We're going to be going through the most popular films and reviews from the month on Letterboxd. See what's going on, see what people are talking about. Spoiler free, of course. Here we are on the Letterboxd films page, and it is just one giant ad. I mean, Jesus Christ, this is hard on the eyes. I'm used to the premium version as a premium king myself. Humble brag. But let's get stuck in. So the most popular film is Nosferatu. Just dropped a review on the channel of this one. A massive 10 views. We're rocking a 3.8 here. And 1.7 million watches. That's a lot. Robert Eggers, I feel like he's really breaking in to the mainstream now. I gave it a 4 on my personal account. So it's about in line with what the general public's saying. Yeah, really good film, really interesting. Let's see the comments. So, top comments. So it's okay to sing along during Wicked, but if I start biting people during Nosferatu, I'm in the wrong? Interesting. Well, I don't know who's saying it's okay to sing along during Wicked. I mean, in my book, you should be boiled alive in a cauldron for that. I mean, imagine going to cinema and someone starts belting one out next to you. That would be absolutely shocking. Biting people. You know, if someone starts singing during Wicked, I think you should bite them. That should be a perfectly acceptable response. Spoiler review, let's move past that. Hawks for Ratua. Well, that is unfortunate, guys. Deeply, deeply unfunny. What's this? Recent reviews. Yeah, let's not do the recent reviews. That could be any old slosh in it. So, number 1, Nosferatu, holding it down. I mean, yeah, it's a really popular film. I really liked it. Let's see, number 2 is Anora, second highest one. Now, I haven't actually seen this yet. This is quite limited here in England. The ads, guys, are bloody crazy. Yeah, this is quite in London. This isn't even that easy to see, you know, which is really annoying because it's got 4 rating, 1 million watches. That's a lot. Why are these people seeing it? Give me the details, man. Yeah, 4. It looks really good. Plot sounds great. Trailer looks amazing. Probably big tip for some sort of Oscars. Top popular reviews. Terrifying tale of dating a mama's boy. Yeah, sounds good, to be honest. That's why you shouldn't trust twinks. Yeah, guys, to be honest, I might have to buy a ticket right now. Sean Baker does for sex workers what Martin Scorsese did for gangsters. Yeah, this Sean Baker guy, he's got a bit of a track record. There's a bit of a pattern emerging with this dude. What do we reckon? Creepy? Creepy or not? I mean, like, every film this guy's cooking is about sex workers. Is he hiding something? You know, I mean, it's like me, I'm on incognito now because I'm signed out, but I only use the incognito tab for business, guys. And yeah, it's him with prostitutes. I swear I only use sex workers for business. Yes, sure, mate. Yes, sure, Sean. So Anora, number 2. Nosferatu Anora, yeah, I feel like they've been holding it down for quite a while. Slightly newer release, we've got Baby Girl, which, 3. Damn, that's quite low. I mean, we're at 421k to 3, so that's quite a ratio, a bit more track for it to go up in views, I'd say, but it sounds really interesting to me. 3's like disastrously low. Yeah, looking at it here, it's a big drop off for the 4.5 and 5 stars. A lot of people are kind of giving it that like 5 out of 10 to 8 out of 10, so they're like, well, it's alright. No one's really loving it, so I guess like maybe it's one of those films that doesn't quite hit any of the, you know, interesting setups that it goes for, or doesn't really push the boundaries. Maybe it goes a bit safe, I suggest. I haven't actually seen it yet. I was going to see it, but I would have been going on my own, and I'd feel like a little bit of a creep. A man sat on his own in the back. Not a great look, guys. Let's see the top reviews. Let's see. We come to this place for magic. I hope he's not talking about the cinema. Kellen Gallagher, is this the kind of dude to come in the cinema? Let's see. Yeah, 100%. This guy, you don't want to sit use the seat in the film screening directly after him. The seat in front will be disastrous. You do not want to put a black light to it. It will be, yeah, burned into the memory for life. Yeah, I'm hoping that is a reference to the film. We come to this place for magic. There's just no way Antonio Banderas is that bad in bed. Well, has he that's been then, Antonio Banderas? I mean, not really that interesting, to be honest with you. Did he actually do any work during his internship? Sounds like he was putting in a lot of work, Patch, if you know what I mean, behind enemy lines. By the sounds of it. Yeah, it looks good. Number 3 spot, number 3 most popular of the week. Number 4, Emilia Perez. Another film I've not seen, guys. I've heard it is shit, and it's got 2.3 rating. I am fighting against the odds here, guys, and gosh, look at that graph. That's, let's see, what is it actually about? Rita, an underrated lawyer working for a large law firm, more interested in getting criminals out of jail than bringing them to jail. Do you know what, guys? That plot sounds absolutely redundant. That is absolute brain rot. 381k watches, maybe quite low. We could see this drop further. That would be hilarious. Could we see it in the ones? Brain rot cover photo. That looks like exactly like that scene in Wicked. Worst scene of the year. Like, people let that get off scotch-free, man. Kind of, it baffles me, that scene where she's in the club, like, dancing with the weird hand bird thing. Absolute insult to anyone with an IQ above that of some snot in a jar. Let's see what people are saying. Is it really that bad? So James, 1.5 stars. It says, impressive. A musical with 0 good songs. If Selena Gomez gets nominated for an Oscar for this performance, I'm keying the Academy's cars. 30,000 likes. That's a lot of keys to cars. Fair enough, James. Do you know what? I'll allow it. I have heard that this is tipped for an Oscar, which is bleak stuff, guys. Bleak stuff. Kicking out stuff like Sing Sing is a question whether it'll even be nominated. And this absolute drivel will, is in line to be tipped to win the Oscars. That's a bit long for me. If Ryan Murphy trying, whatever. Any interesting recent reviews? Watch 30 minutes. Would rather de-glove myself than watch the rest. That's that's saying something. Dom, 0.5 star. Seems generous with that review. Emilia Perez, it's on Netflix. GB. I kind of want to watch this just to, hate watch it. Who doesn't love just absolutely hate watching something and then destroying it on Letterboxd? It's one of the best things about owning a Letterboxd account is, you feel like you haven't wasted time on a really, really trash film because you can go and just absolutely destroy it on Letterboxd for a laugh. So, Emilia Perez in the top 4, but looks like people not enjoying it. Then after that, we got Companion, 69k. Pretty recent entry. I don't really know much about this film. I feel like I saw the trailer recently at Nosferatu, but a billionaire's death sets off a chain of events for Iris and her friends during a weekend trip to his lakeside estate. 3.6 to 69k. Interesting. So we could see that number rocket up as it gets. So yeah, it's a new release. Let's see what the comments are saying. Beep Boop is an absolutely diabolical pet name. Beep Boop. What the hell? Oh, men are gonna hate this. Okay, guys, that usually means I'll probably love it. Let's go. Terminator, but for the girls and gays. Right, is Terminator originally not for the girls? I guess it's for the dads, isn't it? Let's be honest, it's for the dads. Terminator. So what is this? Is this companion lady like a exterminate? Is like a robotic John Wick that kills middle-aged straight white men. I'm here for it. That sounds good. 5th, A Real Pain. Again, guys, not seen this one. I mean, quite the trend. Mismatched cousins David and Benji reunite for a tour through Poland to honour their beloved grandmother. The adventure takes a turn when the pair's old tensions resurface against the backdrop of their family history. 460,000 watches, 3.8. Good ratio. That's quite high, 3.8. So we've seen that quite a lot. Sounds like a good plot, guys. Something that I like a film that's not really got a story or any action in it. It's just, a redundant story about just everyday Yes. Can't get over how Jesse Eisenberg wrote a scene about how beautiful his feet are. Oh, is this Tarantino? Oh no, it's Jesse Eisenberg himself. Oh, fair. Why am I playing you fucking loser? Must be inside joke from the film. This one runs almost exactly 90 minutes. That makes it a beautiful little short story, primarily about the agony of being a David when you so desperately want to be a Benji, and have only just discovered that being a Benji is agony too. Bleak stuff, Matt. Bleak stuff. I enjoy a bleak film, so that kind of gets my pickle tickled. 7th, we got Conclave. Haven't seen it either, guys. Yeah, I have a film review channel on YouTube and I haven't seen anything. I am indeed an absolute fraud. This looks really good though. I like Edward Berger. I enjoyed All Quiet on the Western Front. 629,000 watches to 3.9. That's strong. That's a strong ratio. And also, like, a religious film can get, like, review bombed by conservatives, I feel. Most diabolical vape hit of all time. Can the Pope hit the vape? Can the Pope rip a fatty cloud? I wonder what flavour of vape the Pope hits. What is a man of the cloth? The cloth is absolutely stained by vape juice. That is the most 21st century, like, juxtaposition between ancient tradition and modern times, isn't it? Your Eminence, may I spill the tea? Bars. That is absolute bars. Accidentally became important at work and it's ruining my conclave. Bobby Finger. No thanks, you can keep that to yourself, mate. Yeah, that looks good. Another one on my list that I want to see. And The Substance. One I've actually seen, guys. Huge. My review, probably my favourite film of 2024. Admittedly, it seems like I've seen nothing from 2024, so who am I to rate something the top? But 3.8, it's gone down a bit. I gave it a massive 5 because I'm insufferable, but 2.1 million views, that's a lot. I feel like, yeah, once this hit the mainstream, because I remember it being at like 4.3, 4.2 when I saw it, like when it came out. But yeah, I feel like it's not very palatable for, general audiences. It's hard one to swallow, and it's not for the faint of heart or the faint of stomach. That's for sure. What are the top reviews? Mama, a girl inside you. Yeah. That's true. Somehow the nastiest thing in this film was Dennis's quads eating shrimp. Yeah, do you know what? Fair enough. That is, I do concur with that. I can confirm. But yeah, interesting. The Substance is still in the top 8. It must have been out for like 7-8 months now at this point, right? Should we have a look if there's anything more? Okay, here we go. The Brutalist. Haven't seen this either, guys. I think this just came out in cinemas here in the UK. I don't really know much about it. I've heard, like, the first half is supposedly amazing and then it falls off a little bit, game of two halves, but let's see what it's about. Escaping post-war Europe, visionary architect Laszlo Toth arrives in America to rebuild his life, his work and his marriage to his wife, after being forced apart during wartime by shifting borders and regimes. On his own in a strange new country, Laszlo settles in Pennsylvania, where the wealthy and... do you know what? I'm going to be honest, guys. This synopsis is fucking boring. Yikes. That sounds dull as dishwater. 4.1, though. Is that just the insufferable Letterboxd delete? First half is terrific. Reminding me of watching a good 90s, 2000s biopic. But the second half, I don't know. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. Kind of in that vein. I mean, Lucy says gargantuan. There is a single shot near the end of the film where Felicity Jones nearly steals the whole thing in one fell swoop. Over 3 hours in, and I could hardly believe the build-up had led to such a simplicitously monstrous scene, and so much of it clicked miraculously. But bloody hell, Lucy, put the thesaurus away, my man. Into place for me right then. And the first half is a deconstruction of the American dream, and the second half takes a sledgehammer to it. This is the kind of movie we should all be going to the movies for. Insufferable review. There's a lot of people on Letterboxd like this that try so hard, like they need to get the sweatbands out while they're typing up a review, and it's a bit embarrassing in my book, to be honest. Yeah, Brutalist, I'll probably give it a watch. I'm not sure if I'll cinema it, but yeah, it seems people are a bit split on it. Complete Unknown. Do you know, I stumbled on the press junket for this when Timmy pulled up in London on the South Bank on a line bike. I stumbled across it on the way home from work and saw the carnage. New York, early 1960s. Yeah, I think it looks good. I trust in Timmy. I really like him as an actor. 3.6 to 363,000. We can expect that number to rise quite a lot, I reckon. Made for a main audience. So 3.6, probably imagine that drops down. Is that suggesting it's like average? Women, you're such an asshole. How do you make such good music? Bob Dylan. Unintelligible mumbling. Women, fuck, you're so hot. Yeah, that sounds, unintelligible mumbling and like old rock stars. Like, I just always think of that Ozzy Osbourne video. It's like, probably many years of unfortunate drug abuse, but may thy guitar chip and shatter. Dune reference, guys. Trigger warning for any girl who's ever had her heart broken by a self-involved artist with tousled hair and poor communication skills. This is Zoe again. Dead review. She's in my bad books. She's a Letterboxd de-influencer. Whatever. Blink Twice and Wicked. Let's have a quick look at what's going on. Blink Twice, 500k to 3.3. I am a Channing Tatum superfan. I will die by this man. But this has to be one of my least favourite Channing Tatum films. I thought tonally it just did not hit at all. You know, it had such serious, severely bleak subject matter, but tried to do like silly dick jokes at the same time. And it just felt a bit off. Like, it wasn't funny and it wasn't cutting it. Yeah, I think it should have been lower. Don't worry about the menu, darling. Get out. This movie probably has the most plot revenge vape of all time. Vape is heavy, guys. January, month of the vape. And then Wicked. I mean, it's a 12. It's still hanging in there. I can't believe that like the substance and stuff is higher than Wicked. 1.6 million logs. It just shows you like Letterboxd really isn't defining the main audience. You know, the fact that like Moana 2 isn't even on this list and stuff, but you still got the substance and Conclave and everything rocking it. 3.9 is a massive overrating in my opinion. Like, it was just fine. Like, I felt like they kept it very safe, and I don't blame them for that. It's, you know, massive IP, massive risk. They kept everything was very safe and solid. It was, for me, like a good, 5 out of 10. Like, yeah, they did a good job. They steadied the ship. Conservative, but nothing really, jaw-breaking or anything really memorable about it, to be honest. 5 stars is the top review. The way the entire theatre moaned every time Jonathan Bailey was on screen. That guy's his trousers were tight, people. It was bring a pillow with you to the Wicked. If you're a bloke, you're gonna need it. You're gonna be chubbed up. Jonathan Bailey again. It seems like people are just rating Jonathan Bailey's cheeks and cake rather than the film itself. I don't even know what that means, but yeah, Wicked. It was better than I expected. It was thoroughly watchable, to be honest. Let's see, is there any... So, popular reviews this week. We've seen these. Companion. The Passion of Joan Arc. It's Charlie Baby. Oh, Charlie XCX. I believe it's her account. Watching a film from 1928. So, post-World War One, pre-Miley Cyrus greatest hits. And Charlie says, yesterday I watched Villa Berserker and was reminded that I needed to watch this film. Anna Karina cries whilst watching it at the cinema, and I cried whilst watching it this morning at home. What a beautiful and tragic movie that amplifies the power of the face on screen and the physicality of expression. Dreyer is potent, indulgent, and dramatic as fuck. I was completely enthralled. I wish I'd watched this sooner in life. Great. God, I mean, a bit overly sentimental. I mean, that is often the case with Letterboxd reviews. People get so sentimental. Just do a 3-word joke and get out and shut up. I think that'll about do me, guys. So thanks for tuning in. Catch you in the next one.